turn off somebody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blissful Living Podcast. This is Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous, and I have a great show for you today. So, as you know, I like to tell you all to find a place to sit while I take care of business, but find a place to sit, grab something to write with, have your favorite beverage. Today, I'm drinking some tea. I don't know if you can see it. And sit back and relax. Tell your family to give you a few moments to allow you to have some time for yourself. And while you're doing that, let me take care of business. I want to thank our sponsors, the All Day Cable Incorporated, a woman-owned telecommunications installation company located in the heart of Silicon Valley. They specialize in installing voice, data, and fiber optic cabling, as well as all things network distribution. So your wireless access points, your routers, your modems, whatever it is that you need to help you have the technology so that you can communicate with your customers and make that connection right the first time, then you want to check out All Day Cable. Now, they service small, medium, and large corporations, and they've been in business since 1990. So if you have a need, please check them out at www.alldaycableinc.com. The next sponsor I want to thank is Blissful Living for You. Blissful Living for You is a company that's dedicated to helping you transform your wellness, wisdom, and wealth so that you can step into living the life of your dreams, step into living it and having it. There's a big difference between the two. And so if you're looking to enhance your well-being holistically, if you're looking to get your mindset right holistically, where it sticks and stays with you forever, and if you're looking to build your wealth so that you can create a legacy, not just for you, but for your family and your future generations, then you want to check out you want to check out Blissful Living for You at Blissful Living, the number 4, the letter U.com. So let me tell you about today's guest. Her name is Kay, and I know I'm going to mess up her name, Kay Schnizlein. Kay Schnizlein. I knew I was going to mess it up. And we're going to be talking about joyful health. Now, let me tell you, Kay is a seasoned nutritional guide with 32 years of experience dedicated to enhancing vitality through natural supplements, exercise, and fostering healthy thoughts. With a passion for understanding others' desires and helping them improve their overall well-being, Kay has successfully guided individuals towards a healthier mind, body, and spirit. In addition to her extensive background in nutrition, Kay has also spent the last 36 years deeply involved in the health insurance industry. Oh, that's interesting. Catering to individuals of all age groups and specializing in expert advice on Medicare. Her wealth of knowledge and experience in this field has made her a trusted resource for many seeking guidance on navigating the complexities of healthcare. As a vibrant and healthy senior over 70 years old, Kay leads an active lifestyle that includes daily exercises, walking, Tai Chi, and fitness routines. She is not only a dedicated mother, mother-in-law, and grandmother of 2 children, but also actively participates in their sports competitions and concerts, cherishing every moment spent with her grandchildren. And today we're going to be talking about how we may change the trajectory of health, revolutionary supplements, and turn back the hands of times. And so welcome, Kay. How are you?
I am fantastic. It is such a delight to be on your show. And I loved your links relative to sending out people and inviting people. So thank you. This is awesome.
Oh, well, thank you for saying yes. It's a pleasure to have you here. Particularly, I don't think I've ever had anyone, well, I may have, they just may have not told their age, but I don't think I've ever had anyone 70 and above. So in that 7th beautiful decade of life. So I just want to, I want to jump into the conversation. So I want to ask you this. Kay, you've been on this planet for 7+ decades. And I would like for you to share a quick personal experience or turning point that really shaped your views with regards to your approach to health and wellness?
I was in the airport, international airport, and I was able to pull my suitcase off of the conveyor belt and look down the concourse and say, hey, I got to hop in my step, and doesn't matter how far the airplane is away. And able to get on the plane, yet that was not the way it was a couple years ago. A couple years ago, I was in the airport, leaning on my suitcase, standing in line to rent a car, going, oh my gosh, I feel old. My brain is fried. I don't know if I can continue to serve people in Medicare and travel for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, something's got to change. And so I found 3 things. I found 8 things that are helpful for living vibrantly, but recently in the last 3 years, found 3 things that have made a difference to my health so that I could feel younger, look younger, have vitality. And it's amazing. I'm here and I'm eager to serve people to be healthy.
Well, you know what? We've got to take a quick commercial break. But when we come back, I want to find out about those things, 8 things that led you to be more vibrant, feel more healthy, feel more energized. So you all hang tight. We will be back. We've got to take this commercial break. This is the Blissful Living Show, and we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the Blissful Living Show podcast. This is Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous. And I'm here with Kay, and we're talking about vitality and how she had the, I want to say tenacity, but also what tools she utilized to become healthy and vibrant at the, I don't want to say her age, but in her 7th decade. And so she was sharing how she was at the airport and standing in the rental car line. I know we've all been there, and just not feeling very healthy. So, Kay, what were some of the things? Name, you said particularly 3 things. What were the 3 first things that you discovered that helped you to become that vibrant lady that you are today?
I discovered the xanthones in the mangosteen fruit. I knew about the mangosteen fruit. Xanthones are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and discovered that it has to be bioavailable to get in your body. I discovered glutathione. Glutathione cleans up your cells, so your cells reproduce as healthy cells as younger cells. So I say it's the most powerful antioxidant and anti-aging. And then an energy drink that has herbs in it. And so within 6 minutes, you notice you have energy all day rather than all the things that are out there that have really high caffeine, but oh, you crash and have the jitters. So I found those 3 things has made a difference for me and can be for others.
You know, what's interesting is you named 3 things, and I've heard of all 3 of them. And I think a lot of times people discount some of the really natural, healthy things that we can utilize to regain our vitality, regain our energy, actually have our cells start reproducing as if they were young, if we were younger versus, you know, whatever age we may be. And the one thing you shared was the mangosteen. I've had that before, and I actually love the taste of it. And so how did you come across this information?
So I've been drinking the mangosteen juice for over 20 years. Yet when I was going for a walk, I love to walk about 2 miles a day or so. I love the outside, even loved walking in the rain when I moved to Texas. But the ache in my toe and the ache in my knees were like, oh, I'm down to half a mile. So I discovered that there's a way to nano size, super small, the xanthones inside the mangosteen so that it's a mist. So it's bioavailable. So it's very potent. So I was able to take the potentness of it. It now comes in a mist that you spray, and within 2 minutes, 2 seconds, I notice a difference. I less ache and pain. Um, I'm able to have the energy because I found that by taking the thing of the mangosteen and getting it bioavailable, it's revolutionary how they've invented this technology. It's you have AI, but you have technology relative to nutrition that makes it so it's available in your body.
I love that. As a healthcare professional, it's so nice to come across these things that are natural, that are good for our body, that doesn't do good in one aspect of our body and then, traumatizes another aspect. And so you said you've been doing this mangosteen and you have been drinking the mangosteen juice for 20 plus years. Now, this mist that you have with the mangosteen components in it, where did you come across that?
Well, the people that knew about the drink and had told me about the drink, they they learned with Dr. Templeman and with other people that they had advanced the technology. And so the same people that were telling me about the Zango juice that I was drinking for over 20 years, they told me about the technology of nanosizing it and making it available so that it goes directly into your blood and then directly into your cells. And so I said, hey, let me up my game of being able to serve people with anti-inflammatory, antioxidant.
Again, you said something really, really cool. Most people think of taking supplements and things, tablets, vitamins, things of that nature. And I think a lot of times we don't realize that we take it like medication. We take it, it has to go through a process before it even gets into our cellular structure. And sometimes by the time it gets into our cellular structure, it's just minuscule amounts. And so, sometimes it's the cumulative effect, right? That you got to keep taking this so that it builds up more over time. But what you're sharing is that you utilize this mist with those fabulous components, and it gets into your cellular structure very quickly without having to go through the whole process of going through your digestive system. And so I think anybody interested or want to learn more, we'll share more about how you can get that. But I think it's revolutionized. We're so used to the old school way of medicine, and we have all these advances in technology that we can apply to how we treat our body, to what we put into our body. And people don't even realize it. They're so focused on the technology, the computers, the phones, the AI, but all of this technology has also been used in the medical world. It's just that
in the nutraceutical worlds, not
yeah.
And
it's just not as available. The information is just not as available because some physicians are still stuck in the old school way of medicine, which, okay, there's some ancient practices that I do. It's been around for thousands and thousands of years. But I want to talk more about this when we come back from the break, because I think it's important and it's powerful for people to understand the technology that we have today with good things we can put onto our body that will get into our body rapidly and begin to harmonize our body, our cellular structure, and revitalize us. So we're going to come back. This is such exciting information. We'll be back in just a moment to the Blissful Living Podcast with Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson and Miss Kay. We'll be back. Stay tuned. All righty, we are back to the Blissful Living Podcast. This is Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson. And I'm with Kay, and we're talking about this technology that she has that has the components of the mangosteen fruit in a mist that gets into your cellular structure pretty quickly. So, Kay, tell us a little bit more about this product.
Well, the it's 3 products. So I'm going to jump for the sake of time to glutathione. Glutathione, up until 2 years ago, the only way you got it in your body was intravenously. Mm-hmm. So as we age, our body produces less glutathione. What does glutathione do for our bodies? It goes inside the cells and cleans up the free radicals that are in there. So when the cell reproduces itself, it produces as a healthy cell. So the glutathione helps the cell reproduce as a younger cell. So again, they found this nanotechnology where you make the glutathione molecules super small. So it goes in your mouth and directly into your bloodstream. So you missed, and within a minute, you notice a difference. I go, wow, I had foggy thinking. It was difficult for me to study for my Medicare. And every year you have to take all these tests. And so I go, oh, I was like, oh my gosh, I notice a difference. And there's even a book, 2 seconds for radiant skin and ageless, that has been printed, that through my email, we can get people that have a testimony about how in 2 seconds it's in your body because of the new revolutionary technology that's super small, goes through your mouth.
Wow. Again, something that we can utilize that goes directly into our system. The only other way that things get into your system very quickly and bypass the digestive system is intravenously, right? Which is why in emergency medicine, when somebody's crumping, we start a line up an IV. Let me not talk medical talk, but we start an IV on them, and then we rapidly are able to get whatever drugs we need to help circumvent, something disastrous happen with the patient into their system rapidly. But now Kay is sharing that we have this nanotechnology available to us from the glutathione and the mangosteen fruit, that actually, once you do the mist, you feel it immediately. It's almost as if it's being intravenously pumped into your bloodstream, but it's being absorbed.
Inter blood.
Yeah, intravenously. But this one, you missed it, and it's in your tongue. It's in your mouth, and again, another thing that I think people don't understand or realize is that our tongue, our mouth, is the quickest way to get stuff into our system. That's why when somebody's having a heart attack or having heart attack symptoms, when they get a nitroglycerin and it goes underneath their tongue sublingually, they immediately feel either a headache or something, but they immediately feel something happening because the bloodstream opens up. And this is what Kay is sharing with this technology, the nanotechnology that's available to us, and we can get this stuff in our systems right away. So tell us about the third component.
The third component is an energy drink that is called Accelerate. But the important thing is that it has herbs that you mix up and you drink it. And so I tell people, drink within 5 minutes, and within 6 minutes, you're going to notice a difference in being able to focus. Oh, and I just mix it up. Want to focus to get ready for this, want to focus to exercise, want to focus because that's a problem I get to solve. So by having the energy drink, and because it has no sugar, it doesn't have the crash, because it's herbs, no jitters, and you have all day long energy. And it's like, you notice it right away, and it's natural.
I love this. I love how we're talking about utilizing wonderful things that are natural and how we can get them into our body without traumatizing our system, so to speak. And the energy drink. Now, I know there are people out there that are listening to us and watching us that, do smoothies. I do smoothies. I make smoothies and I drink them. And it's very helpful. But the thing I love is what you shared. You don't get the jitters. So I'm talking to all you guys out there that Red Bull, you're stopping at Starbucks 75 times a day, or you're may have the potent coffee in the office that you drink, and then you drinking more than a cup because you drink it, you're up, and then you start crashing, and then you need another revitalization. And those that have candy at their desk that are like, so you have these peaks and valleys.
Yeah, no glucose spikes.
I love it.
It's natural. Yes, and there's they can, through my website of masteryourvitality.com, they can send me an email and we'll chat relative to getting a sample. You could even get some samples.
Oh, wow. Well. I'm all about holistic well-being. I know to me, it is the best way to treat our body. And it is the best way to tell our body we love our body. We appreciate all the millions of processes that go on in our body each and every day that keep us going, steady and strong. Whether you're having a bad day or a good day, there's millions of processes that happen we don't even know. And so anytime we can put something natural in our body that naturally enhances the processes without side effects of crash and burn or irritability or bloating or any of that kind of stuff, it's super fabulous. We got to take one more quick break, but we will be back to the Blissful Living Podcast, and we'll continue our conversation with Kay. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back to the Blissful Living Podcast, and I'm Dr. Rochel Marie Lawson, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous. I'm talking with Kay, and we've been talking about some wonderful things that she's been using to revitalize herself in her 7th decade of living. Now, I know we opened up the show and we were talking about 8 ways to feel vibrant, and you talked about 3 of them. But is there anything else that you would like to share with the listeners and the viewers that while we have them here, within those 5 things that we are not able to get into? But is there any one of those remaining 5 things out of the 8 that you would like to share so that the viewers and listeners can get more goods, more juice on how they can naturally be healthy and vibrant way into, I'm going to say, to their 10th decade of life?
Yes. And actually feel younger and look younger. Yes. They can go to masteryourvitality.com and get the whole 8 secrets. It's a free report. And one thing that's really important is your mental attitude of gratitude. Mm-hmm. So I'm grateful I have this ache. I'm grateful that I notice, I twisted something in my hip. I'm grateful that I can decide to go work out and do anaerobic exercises now twice a week. I can, the grateful how to switch our brain, get in the habit of being grateful. And then by going to my website, you can get all 8 of them. And on that website, you can even get videos that give more details because you go, oh, wait, this is like, can I learn this? Yes, you can learn it. And the masteryourvitality.com, learn more, and you can ask questions. Send me hey, I want to know more.
I love it. Not only are we talking about nutritious things that we can put inside of our body, but this whole holistic thing of being grateful. I think sometimes we think that we only need to be grateful for the absolutely positive things. Oh, I hit the lotto, or I got a bunch of money, or I got this new client, or whatever it is. I got a new dress, I got new shoes, I got my hair done, it looks good, whatever it is, right? But we also need to be grateful for the challenges in our life. Gratitude is not just for the positive, right? It's for all aspects of our life. Because here's the one thing I want to leave with you all. When you're no longer here on this planet, you no longer have the ability to be grateful. And so even though we may be going through challenges, even though things may not be rosy every single day, the fact that we are here to experience it on this plane is a place that we should be very grateful for. Everybody goes through stuff. everybody. You have your up days and your down days. Even the Elon Musk and the billionaires of the world, they have their up days and their down days. We don't hear never about the down days from them, right? But being grateful for all aspects of life shows appreciation to the divine, that you are in a life of gratitude. And I'm a believer that when we live our lives filled with gratitude, more things come into our lives abundantly and positively, which is why Kay is here today. I'm in gratitude and I'm grateful that she's here and sharing this information with us, because she's sharing not only 3 things that we can put in our bodies to help us feel vibrant like we were 25, but she also has access to you all to get the other 5 components of the 8 steps to vitality with regards to what she has to share. Okay.
One of the 8 is an attitude of gratitude. And I saw a thing this morning about how we get into our bodies and into our power and into our spirit. And you are so right. Remembering our divine source, remembering gratitude, remembering humility. Yes, oh my gosh, we are so much on the same page.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, we got to close. We've come to the end of our time. I know it goes really, really quickly, but I know this was very impactful. It was impactful for me. I can't speak for all of you, but it was very impactful for me. And so, Kay, I want to thank you for being a fabulous guest on the Blissful Living podcast. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, watching us, and please share the show with everyone you love and care about, as well as subscribe to the show so that you get advanced notifications of the guests, and you can share that wisdom with those you love and care about, even with those you don't love and care about. Share the wisdom, because the more we can get this kind of information out, I think the better we can make the world, and the world can become a much better place. This is Dr. Rochel Lawson, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous. I want to thank our sponsors, the Blissful Living for You at Blissful Living, the number 4, the letter U.com, as well as All Day Cable Incorporated at alldaycableinc.com. Until next time, everyone, be healthy, have vitality, and live your life with gratitude. Take good care and goodbye for now.